Hi, everybody. I really wanted to share this financial planning concept with all of the folks that follow this channel. This is one that is a little different than what I presented before, but it breaks it down in a way that I think will really, uh, many people will respond to. Uh, it's called the 28,000 days, and that refers to the average time that someone lives. So 28,000 days is just approximately 80 years. So we round up a little bit to 80 years. So in your lifetime, you can expect to enjoy 28,000 days on this planet. So if we break it down in the life into four quadrants, we have years 0 to 20, years 20 to 40, years 40 to 60, then years 60 to 80. And anything more than that is just a bonus. So what do these four quadrants reflect? Well, in the first quadrant from 0 to 20, this is your time for school and play. In quadrant 20 to 40, well, that's when our lives as adults really get underway and you get your first job and you may have your first car and you might have your first house and get married and have kids, all in this section here. In the third section, 40 to 60, well, what's going on there? Well, that first, maybe you've got a second job, or maybe you've had an advance, maybe you've started a business, second job. That car that you bought back in this quadrant here, you've probably had to replace it because now it's 15 to 20 years old, so a second car. You may have had two or three cars in that time. Hopefully you're still on a first marriage, but maybe you're on a second marriage. Likely you bought a second house either to live in or as a revenue property. And what about your kids? Well, the kids are in this section here, but they may be starting to move into the 20 to 40. Now, when you look at this, what's in common between the quadrants 60 to 80 and 20 to 80 is there is no income because people like to retire sometime after 60. No income. So what does that mean? That means that the bottom half here, or the 14,000 days, you have to take care of everything else. So 14,000 days to take care of the section in here where you don't have any income and to support the kids that you have in this section here who also don't have any income. And every day that elapses in this side here that you're not doing anything about it is a day less of the 14,000 for you to take advantage. So if you're watching this and you are 35, much of this section's already gone. 15 years of that is gone. And in working with clients, I find that people that are here have four main fears that they focus on when we sit down for planning. They may not understand where they are in terms of their 28,000 days, but they have four main fears, and they are: what happens if I can't work to age 60? Well, the only reason that you wouldn't work to age 60 is because you became sick or injured and unable to maintain your job. So what do we do for that? Well, if you don't have a group benefits plan, or even if you do, we'll look at critical illness insurance and disability insurance to make sure that you can continue to make your income so that the no income years in that last quadrant are good ones for you. The second fear that people have is, well, what happens if I don't live to 60? And that means that you've died sometime in this section here and are not contributing any income. And for that, we have life insurance. So that replaces your income so that at least your family is able to continue to live in the manner that they've become accustomed. The third fear is, what if I don't have enough income in my retirement years for these years to be valuable to me? And do I have to work longer? Do I have to reduce my expectations in retirement? And that's where we look at retirement planning, making sure that we are setting aside the money that you're earning this in this bottom half, so that it can be used in a tax efficient manner in the top half. And the last one is, how can I set a good foundation for my kids for their lives? And the best way to do that is through education, and we do that through education savings planning. So that's uh, that's another way to look at how to break your life down into some very simple factors for financial planning, and make use of the available days that you have. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about this, wherever you are on these sections here, especially if you're in here, I'd love to sit down with you. We'll have a talk about how to make the best use of the 14,000 days of productive working time that you have, and how to offset some of those risks to make sure that we can address all four of those fears so you can sleep at night. Looking forward to talking with you soon, and have a great day.